Are you rolling?
Nope. Yeah, I am.
Well, here we go. Welcome to Car Shops and Collections, and welcome to Boulder City, Nevada. I am super excited because, as you saw in the description, the title, we've got a 1971 AMC Hornet SC360 that was only made for 1 year. Mark is the owner, and this is going to be such a unique episode because we're here at the Wurst Car Show, part of the Wurst Festival. We'll explain more about that coming up, but Mark and I have tried to connect for the past couple months, and it just so happened that today is the day, and he happens to be here at this car show, so let's go inside and try to find Mark in this sea of incredible cars. It's like Where's Waldo? Instead, it's like where's the Hornet? He's up on the hill towards the back next to the red Mach 1. He's with Ernie. Ernie! What's going on, brother? How are you? You remember Ernie and his 1973 Javelin? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you, man. All's well? Was Gene and everyone watching?
How's it going, buddy?
Mark? Yeah. Hey, this is Mark. We found him. Mark in his 1971 SC Hornet 360. How's it going, buddy?
How you doing?
Good. Where's the Hornet?
Right over there.
The Hornet's over there. Ernie, good to see you, brother. We're gonna break down his. This is gonna be a good one, man. Everyone, this is Mark, the owner of the 1971 SC Hornet 360, which is right over there, only made for 1 year. There it is. We found Waldo. We found the car. Those that are familiar with this car, you know how special this episode's gonna be. Those that are learning about the Hornet and the SC360 for the first time, you're in for an absolute treat. Let's get Mark mic'd up and let's break down this very, very rare car.
My name is Mark, and today I'm going to show you my 1971 AMC Hornet SC360.
Mark, I mean, thanks again for doing this. We've tried to connect for a couple weeks, and this is kind of cool that the background and the backdrop that we're doing it. It's a neat little festival taking place here.
This is one of our big events here in town every year.
And this car, so the Hornet, 1970 to 1977, when the Hornet is in production.
Right.
This is a 1971 Hornet SC360. What makes this car so special?
It was a 1 year only car, very limited production. They had intended to build 10,000 of them. They only built 784.
Okay.
And out of those, they estimate about 110 are known to exist.
Wow. Now, I noticed the Ram Air up here.
Yeah.
Is this a go pack?
It is.
Which is even, so there's 780, they made 784, right?
Well, out of the 784 total cars, 387 were built with 4 barrels, and when you got a 4 barrel, you got the Ram Air with this hood scoop.
Okay.
So, you know, those cars are even rarer.
Even rarer.
And the interesting thing about this hood is this is a factory hood. This is off one of the 387 factory-built Ram Air cars.
Okay.
The guy who built this car found a rotting SC360 on an Indian reservation in Arizona. It took him 2 years to talk the guy off this hood. This is, because they're repopping these hood scoops, but they're not the quality.
Yeah.
I've been offered $2 grand just for this hood scoop, because it is a factory scoop.
Wow. Let's walk around the side of it. What makes it, so we have the Hornet, as far as someone walks up to it, how can we tell it's the SC360? Obviously, we've got the stripe here along the side, the SC360 right down here on the stripe, but what else jumps out that makes it different than a regular Hornet?
Well, this is basically the dead giveaway. The wraparound stripe.
Classic, the flush door handles here. So classic.
Well, that
AMC
came on
right
every
there.
came on every AMC model. The wheels. These are
Beefier wheels when you got it?
Those are the rally wheels that came with the package.
And then on the back side, was this part of the SC360 package?
That was, yeah. This did not come on regular plain Jane Hornets.
Okay.
This was, again, part of the SC package.
And it's so neat because we did Ernie's 1973 AMC Javelin, and in it we said we want to do more with AMC, and that's when Mark reached out because you're part of a club here in town?
Yes. Yeah.
The Southern Nevada AMC Club?
I'm actually the founder of the club.
Are you really?
Yeah, and I was president for 11 years. And finally relinquished the title and gave it to somebody else.
You have a big event coming up in a few weeks that I want to come out and cover, but we wanted to hook up today and break this down. Paint, has this been painted?
Well, It's been painted probably 3 times.
Oh, it has?
Now, you know, as you can see, it needs another paint job bad.
I think it looks great. Before we started, we got on film and we were walking by, and someone had stopped and said, if people only knew how rare this car is. Because in 1971, they made, what, about 113,000 Hornets were made.
Yeah.
And then you cut it down to the SC360s, even smaller.
You got 784 of them.
Yeah, which is just bonkers. It's mind-blowing.
Actually, wrestler John Cena had one of these.
Did he really?
And of all the cars he's owned, he said the SC360 was his favorite. He has since sold it, but he had a mustard yellow SC.
What is this color? Blue?
This is like a medium blue.
Medium blue?
Yeah.
Can we look inside?
Of course.
I'll let you pop it open here. Can I go in the driver's side? And I guess we should explain, we really haven't. We said this is the Wurst Festival, as in bratwurst. This is a huge bratwurst festival here in Boulder City. It starts in a couple hours. It's gonna be packed with people in bratwurst as well. Gene loves bratwurst, don't you, Gene? Talk to me about what I'm looking at here as far as the interior. Is anything different when you get the SC360 package?
Well, this steering wheel. Now, this is actually a tribute. I'm going to be very honest. This is a tribute to the SC. The gentleman who built this car, he wanted a real factory-built SC. Couldn't find one. And then when he did, it was ridiculously expensive. Too expensive for us. So he did the next best thing. He says, if I can't own a factory car, I'm going to build my own. So he found this, left behind an apartment complex in Phoenix. It was left by a college kid. Had no interior, no drivetrain. It took him, he bought it on a salvage title. Took him about 2.5 years to accumulate the parts. And like I said, the hood was one of them. And with the exception of probably 4 items, this car is as close to factory as you could possibly get.
So this is not this didn't roll off the line as an SC360. This rolled off the line as a Hornet. So this is a
It rolled off the line. It was a frost white base model. With that, that's the base interior. So that it had 232.6 automatic on the column, and pretty much no options. It was a base model. And
so he found everything to make it look, 'cause walking up, it looks like deceives me. I think it's not, I shouldn't say deceives me, but I think it's an SC360.
Well, I mean, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with the AMC or the SC360, you'd never know.
Exactly, yes.
You'd never know. I mean, I believe in honesty, So I freely tell people it's not a real one, but
you have every nuance as far as you even have the SC360 badge
with
right
the
here.
exception, that's a later model sports steering wheel that came on Javelins.
Oh, this is a Javelin steering wheel.
Right. He took out the Borg Warner automatic and he put in a Chrysler Torque Flight with the floor shift. It's got a right side mirror, which they didn't come with. And other than that, this car is factory. This car is.
The AM radio.
Which
the classic weather eye. Heating system.
I mean, the engine is what would have come in this car, but it's out of a 72 Ambassador. But it is the correct engine for this car.
AC?
No AC.
No AC, because the SC360s did not come with AC.
You could get AC.
Oh, you could get AC?
You could get AC.
In a 360?
Yeah.
What does the SC stand for?
Well, it's widely believed that it stands for Super Coupe. There's still some debate about that. Sports Coupe or Super. Most people think Super Coupe.
Okay, so what do we have here, Mark? Hemmings?
Hemmings Muscle Machines from April of 2004. This is the car when I first bought it.
No way.
As a matter of fact, I was told to delay my trip to pick it up because the photographer was coming out to shoot photos for this.
No way.
So this is it
right here. We got it right. Wow, man.
This is when it looked good.
Are you kidding me? It looks so fantastic now. How cool is this? Hemmings Muscle Machines, 2004, featured car. Look at this. That's the guy you bought it from?
Who built it, and who I bought it from.
Oh, wow. You didn't tell me you had this little treasure. That is cool, man. How cool is that? There's 2 things, too, I want to show that we haven't showed you on. Let's come back to the car. The window, right? Pops out. Everyone check this out. Pops out to get some air. Or if you're smoking, let the smoke out of the car. Was this on all Hornets, or was this an option, you had to check the box on?
A rather rare option.
Yeah.
Not a lot of cars came with this. I mean, for my money, this is probably the best looking compact of the day.
Yeah, it really was. Let's show the seats too. These seats go all the way back, right?
Yeah.
Check this out. Want to take a nap?
There you go.
Get a little close with your lover? All the way back. Look at that. They're comfortable seats too.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about cruising, put those seats all the way back.
Yep. You know, the early Nashes in their double beds.
Yep.
And a lot of kids were conceived in those things.
Hornet too. I think a lot of people know the name Hornet from the Hudson Hornet, right? That was in the movie Cars, and that was Hudson and Nash combined to make AMC. Exactly. But you had the Hudson Hornet, was technically the first Hornet, and then we got the AMC Hornet that came out in 1970, and was also featured in a James Bond movie.
Yes.
Early 70s.
Yeah, 73.
73? Yep. People that know more about the James Bond, leave comments about that. I know it was in a James Bond movie. It wasn't a Bond car, but it was in a James Bond movie.
It was, I'm trying to think. The Man with the Golden Gun, I think it was.
The Man with the Golden Gun.
Yeah.
That was Roger Moore days, right?
AMCs were prominently featured in that movie.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Roger Moore was Bond back then, right?
Even the villain in that movie had a Matador.
Did he?
A Matador coupe that he attached, you know, airplane wings to.
Yes!
Remember that?
There's a replica of one of those here in town at the Hollywood Car Museum here in Las Vegas.
And
there's a replica.
The actual car that was used in that movie, the actual Matador, I'm not sure if he still owns it because I know the owner passed away, but it was owned by a gentleman in England.
Okay.
And he passed away a couple of years ago. Whether the car remained in his family, I don't know. But he had the actual car that was used in that, yeah.
That's got to be worth a pretty penny. Awesome.
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? What do you think of this?
That is
AMC
cool,
1971 Hornet SC360. How does it sound to you?
Sounds like it should.
I remember, Ron, how many episodes have we done?
Together?
Yeah, three episodes? That's perfect. That sounds great, man. What does everyone think watching this right now? This is a pretty cool car. Tribute SC360.
And Mark, what'd you say about this ad earlier?
This is the only magazine ad that was ever produced for this car.
No kidding.
And the car they used in this ad still exists.
Oh, it does?
It's in private hands, electric blue. Yeah, this car is still around.
And they had the Hornet, in 1969, AMC stopped the Rambler, correct?
Right.
And so in 1970, they bring out the Hornet.
The Hornet.
There was an SC Rambler in 1969.
Yeah.
And then also, as far as souped up versions of your Hornet, in 1977, do I have this right? There was the Hornet
Hornet AMX.
AMX.
Which basically was nothing more than a design package. It was pretty gutless, you know.
Yeah.
The biggest engine was a 304.
Okay.
So there was not a lot of power.
And then what was, looking at pictures of those, I've never seen one in person, but it looks like they have a decal on the hood.
Yeah.
Almost like your Screaming Chicken.
Yeah,
it's late 70s, the Trans Am.
Screaming Hornet.
Yeah, the Screaming, oh, is that what it's called, the Screaming Hornet?
Yeah, the Screaming Hornet.
And what, did everyone see that too? Let's show, you can see it on the door panel, the Hornet emblem inside there, right? Right here, the Hornet. That's neat. You know, how many AMCs do you think are here at this car show? We've got Ernie's Javelin.
Two.
There's two.
At most shows, there's one.
Which is wild. Gas back here, right?
Yep.
Twist. And then it was the option locking.
Yeah, you could get a locking cap.
On it.
These tend to get stolen a lot. I've been lucky; mine hasn't disappeared, but because if they do, they're not cheap.
I'm sure.
So why the Hornet? What drew you toward the Hornet?
Well, when I bought this car, I bought this in 2004, and that was one of the first times in my life that I had not owned an AMC. This is actually my 22nd AMC.
No kidding.
I've owned pretty much every model with the exception of an AMX or a Javelin. And this is actually the first high performance model I've owned.
Yeah.
Everything else has been kind of family, you know, wife and kids. And but I saw this at a show in Phoenix, and I said, you know, I really like this. And never got to talk to the owner. Wasn't never around. I never got to find out who owned it. And a week after the show, I saw it on eBay. And I contacted the owner and I said, I saw your car at the show. I'm interested. You know, let me know if it doesn't sell on eBay. So like 3 months go by and I forgot about it. And I got a call one afternoon and he says, I still have the Hornet if you're interested. I said, oh yeah. So he's a mechanic for Southwest Airlines. So he flew me down to Phoenix. We made the deal at his dinner table, stayed the night at his house and drove home the next day. Drove home the next day.
You said you've had 22 AMCs in your life. What was your first one?
My first one was a 67 Rambler American, two-door sedan.
And when'd you have that?
That was in 72.
Wow.
I've had Gremlins, I've had Pacers, you name it, I've had it.
There's a lady here in town that owns a Gremlin, and our friend Keith at Swing Shift Auto did all the custom work for her, and I've seen pictures of it. I think she's part of your club too, because she reached out to me as well. So at some point we'll have our AMC Gremlin. This has been really cool. Your 1971 AMC Hornet SC360 is a tribute, but it is one heck of a tribute. I mean, some people are coming up, people here at a car show, walking up, drawn right to this car because this looks like the real deal.
JC, I was looking forward to this.
Heck yeah, are you kidding me? This is gonna be good. Well, we're gonna hook up again too when you have your car club meeting.
Yeah.
I want to come out there.
You know, actually, I mentioned to my wife, I says, you know, why don't you come out to the show? And JC's gonna be there. You get a chance to meet him. She says, I had my picture taken with him a couple of years ago or something.
For those that don't know, I also do radio and TV here in town, so that's why I know a couple of people. That's awesome. Well, tell your wife I said hi.
I will.
We'd be here all day, huh? So much to say. Thank you guys for watching. That was pretty cool. 1971 AMC Hornet SC360 tribute. It was still very special. All right, cool. Thanks for watching. Let's go check out some more cars. If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.
I think the owner was avoiding you.
I know, he ran away.